vida. Chegamos, já caímos, mas aqui jamais paramos. Chegamos com Fefo, com papo pra te mandar. N.E.D colocou as queens, já não dá pra me aturar. Vem se liga nessa vibe que a família vai passar. Os malandro brabo investindo pra faturar.
In our basic step, we have one big step and two small steps. We have boom, chick, chick. Big, small, small. Big, small, small. Big, small, small. We want to make sure to step all the 3 steps. So we have 3 weight transfers rather than only tapping to the front and to the back. We want to actually bring our weight forward and backward. We want to rotate our toes a little bit outwards and our heels a little bit inwards so that we're not walking straight in a line, but with this turn out.
The leader starts with the left leg backwards and the follower starts with the right leg forwards. We're still doing the same basic step, we just start with a different leg. So as a leader, I'm starting with the left, Salka is starting with the right.
Before every big step, we want to bring our foot already into the position where we're going to step towards. So instead of falling to the leg, we want to bring the foot into the new position and then transfer the weight. This is called projection.
In our basic dance hold, we want to be a little bit offset in our feet in this so-called sandwich position, where our right foot points in between the feet of the other person. So we're not directly in front of each other, but a little bit offset. This is so we don't step on each other's feet. For our basic dance hold, as a leader, I'm going to connect the bottom part of my hand with the side of my partner's ribcage and fingers going around the back. And I want to have the top 2 fingers connecting with the shoulder blade, so I don't want to go too low.
And I'm gonna relax my arm and put the weight of my arm onto the leader's arms. Very important, you don't want to create a gap in between your arms, but you want to close this gap and also close your hand behind the leader's shoulder and not on top.
On this side, I'm just going to offer my hand.
And I'm going to have this Playmobil mannequin hand. I'm going to relax my arm onto my leader's hands. Here, we are not in between the 2 of us, but we are a little bit outside. So we have a comfortable position where we have a gap between the elbows and our bodies. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. Big, small, small, big, small, small.
The leader's footwork for Lateral is going to be to the side on the doom. First chick going front, second chick coming back in place. Doom, chick, chick, doom, chick, chick, doom, chick, chick, doom, chick, chick. I want to make sure that I actually transfer my weight to the front here. So we're doing a full weight transfer here, rather than just a tap. In my lateral, I always try to step into my partner's line on the first chick and leaving it again. And I try to step forward rather than crossing over here. And I also think a little bit about the turnout here.
For the followers lateral, I'm going to start with my right foot forward, left foot still in the same direction. Then I'm going to rotate on both feet until I'm looking to the new direction and transfer to the front leg, so that now my left foot is free to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to step, rotate, and transfer forward. I go boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. Make sure that you really step forward before you turn. We do not want to step after the turn. So always step forward, forward, rotate, and then you have a new forward direction.
For my hand hold in lateral, I want to pretend that I'm reading a newspaper, but I'm a bit far-sighted, so I can't see very well, so I have to hold it far away from me. I try to have some space in between my hands, and I want to have them at roughly belly button level of the follower.
And I'm going to place my hands on top of these newspaper hands. I want to make a roof here rather than here. So don't bend the fingers, but actually use the whole fingers as a hook and hook into the leader's hands.
We're going to be in a 90-degree angle towards each other. So right now, Salka is looking out the window while I'm looking at the camera. And I'm not going to be in her line, but on a secondary line over here.
Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick.
As you can see, we're always changing sides. To lead the lateral, I always want to turn my upper body slightly towards my partner. This is just the upper body. From here on up, my hips will continue facing this way. So in a chick chick, I turn towards my partner, and this is going to bring my right shoulder back automatically, just by my own rotation, without me needing to pull. This is going to lead the rotation for my partner.
As a follower, I also try to rotate my chest towards my partner so that we stay connected here instead of still going to one direction and then to the other direction. So I want to keep my frame engaged and keep my elbows away from my body in order to connect with my partner.
To go from basic step to lateral, we need to bring the hand down like this. I'm going to open my fingers, Salka is mirroring this, and she's going to keep her wrist straight while I rotate my hand. And now I'm going to bring my left hand down. Doom, chick, and stop. Now I'm going to disconnect my right hand from Salka's shoulder blade and just slide along her arms while I step doom on the spot, chick, chick, out of the line. And then we're ready to go to lateral. To come back to basic step from lateral, when my partner is on my right side, I'm going to step doom with my right as usual, maybe a bit smaller. Then the first chick going towards my partner, second chick backwards already. Now we can go back to the basic step, and when we're ready, just change the hand position again. We can of course also change the hand position at the same time when we're going back to basic step. For Spider-Man, two things need to happen. I need to leave my partner's line. My partner is dancing on this line, so I need to go from here to here, and I need to rotate from here to here, and both are happening at the same time. Boom, chick, chick, boom is gonna be on the spot, and the chick chicks are used to leave the line and rotate in this direction.
For the followers coming from basic step, we want to continue our basic step even though our leader is already getting out of the line. The only thing is that I want to slide my hand along my leader's arm to find them in this hook position. When the leader comes back into my line, I'm going to continue with my lateral step and then end up in front of my leader to continue with the basic. Coming from basic step, once the leader goes backwards, we want to bring the hand down and the leader leaves the line on the chick chick to continue with the lateral.
To come back to basic step after lateral, once my partner is on my right side, I'm going to step doom to the right as usual, first chick towards my partner, second chick going backwards already. It's important that the second chick goes backwards. And then we're back in front of each other. I just changed the hold again. We can also change the hold at the same time that we do the transition back. So just let go here, and we're back in basic step.
Vi você no baile, pensei em me aproximar. Tava tão bonita, decidi elogiar. Mas que coisa rica, mamacita do papá. Segura minha mão, vamos bailar. É que você tá tão bonita,
toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa. Tá tão bonita, tá tão gostosa. Que você tá tão bonita,
toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa, tá tão bonita.
Whenever we dance Zouk, we want to bring our shoulders down instead of pulling them up. So always keep them away from your ears and think about your shoulder blades pulling into your back pockets and keeping them there. This also engages your latissimus, which is the muscle that we use to do pull-ups. So always try to have this muscle a little bit engaged. We avoid to pull the shoulder blades together, but we want to keep them in a neutral position. We also want to avoid to roll the shoulders forwards, but rather keep them a little bit turned backwards. We want to have this position and not this one, because to bring the elbows close to your body, you would need to actually press them down. We just want to relax them here. Imagine your latissimus being a table that you want to place your arms on so that your arms are relaxed in this position. Our biceps and triceps should stay as relaxed as possible, so we just want to engage the muscles around the shoulders, but not of the upper arms.
Vi você no baile, pensei em me aproximar. Tava tão bonita, decidi elogiar. Mas que coisa rica, mamacita do papá. Segura minha mão, vamos bailar. É que você tá tão bonita,
toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa. Tá tão bonita, tá tão gostosa. Que você tá tão bonita,
toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa. Tá tão bonita, tá tão bonita. Vi você no baile, pensei em me aproximar. Tava tão bonita, decidi elogiar. Mas que coisa rica, mamacita do papá. Segura minha mão, vamos bailar.
Vi você no baile, pensei em me aproximar. Tava tão bonita, decidi elogiar. Mas que coisa rica, mamacita do papá. Segura minha mão, vamos bailar. É que você tá tão bonita,
toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa. Tá tão bonita, tá tão gostosa.
Que você tá tão bonita, toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa. Tá tão bonita, tá tão bonita. Continuo imaginando você nua quando você dança. Com movimento lento demonstra o talento, faz eu me acabar.
Vi você no baile, pensei em me aproximar. Tava tão bonita, decidi elogiar. Mas que coisa rica, mamacita do papá. Segura minha mão, vamos bailar. É que você tá tão bonita, toda cheirosa, toda arrumada, cheiro de rosa. Que coisa rica, toda hermosa. Tá tão bonita.